There are so many choices of ukuleles out there. What are you going to do to pick your very first one? I'm here to help you with that. We have 3 criteria. Let's go through it. There's so much material in this video that I've got a free PDF. Get yours by looking at the comments. The very first comment's got the PDF link. Just for reference, I am 5'7". I have pretty normal size hands for a woman. This is a soprano ukulele. This is like the original size. It's small, it's portable, it's inexpensive. Look to purchase one of these in about the $40 to $60 range, and you'll have a decent instrument. It fits on your body really nicely. It generally does not come with a strap buttons where you can put a strap on it. Most people play it without a strap, which means you better play it sitting down. Yeah, that's the most comfortable way it is for me. It is 21 inches long. The fretboard generally does not go down very far, and the spacing is pretty small in between the frets. The advantage of this instrument is if you're a smaller person, this will be a great size instrument for you. And if you want to travel a lot, again, it's small, it's portable, it's compact. Think of the soprano ukulele as the original Hawaiian size instrument. It's also great for children. The next size up is a concert. So here's what a concert looks like, and here is a soprano. So yes, it's a bigger instrument both in the body and the length, which is 23 inches. I prefer playing a concert size. It fits my hand very well. But you know, sometimes it does get a little cramped when I work up here, but you know, if you're a beginner, you're not going to be working up here for a long time. So it's a great starter instrument size for lots of people, including men. Look for a price range somewhere between $70 to $110, and you'll get a good instrument. These are some of the brands that I can recommend. Either myself or my students have had good success with these brands. The next size up is a tenor. And the body isn't that much bigger, but it is maybe a little bigger. It's the fretboard that is longer, and there's more space between the frets. And so this is perfect for a larger hand. My husband prefers to play a tenor instrument. Interestingly enough, the price range on a tenor and the concert are about the same. You're looking at, paying about $70 to $110 to get a really nice one. This one is amplified. I can amplify it. It's got a tuner built into it, and it's a little bit more expensive, but it's a great deal and it's pretty. Lastly is the big kahuna. This is a baritone ukulele. So there's some warnings with this instrument. This instrument is not tuned the same way as the other ukuleles. It's lower in pitch. It usually has 2 wound strings, which other ukuleles don't have wound strings, so it's a little bit harder on the fingers, but it's got a beautiful low sound to it, sustains more. If you've got a loud voice, this is a great instrument. If you've got big hands, this is a great instrument. It's a stretch for me, honestly. The biggest warning with this instrument comes with the fact that the chords are not fingered the same. On a regular ukulele, this would be a C chord, but it's a G chord on the baritone. So that means sometimes you might have to do a little thinking, and there's not as many instruction methods available for the baritone. But if you're smart, you'll get it. So if you're still puzzled about which size of ukulele you should go for, I really recommend that you go to a music store. And I realize that not everybody has a music store available to them or one that carries ukuleles. But if you can, it's a good thing to just test them out, give them a try, see what you like. So if you can't get to a music store, I recommend buying instruments on Amazon. I've bought some very nice instruments on Amazon, and in fact almost all of these that you saw except for this one came from Amazon. However, there are some sellers out there that are superb, and they will take a look at each instrument and do what's called a setup. And so if you want to spend some money and make sure that your instrument is set up right, I can recommend these sellers. I love having a strap for my ukulele. I rarely play without a strap. Mini ukuleles are coming pre-drilled with what you call strap buttons. And that's what I recommend, is looking for one that's already got strap buttons. It's very hard to find on a soprano sized instrument. One of my favorite instruments didn't come with a strap button, so we had to do surgery on it, and so it's quite possible to do surgery and not damage your instrument. In fact, I had to put an electric pickup on it. This one even has a dollar store command hook upside down, so you can put a strap on it. Awesome option for a soprano. You can stick one on your soprano and then tie it up here with a strap. So get yourself a strap. Ukuleles come in different materials, and there are tons of different types of woods and wood construction out there. It's like going into an ice cream shop. It's hard to decide. But one of the big decisions we're going to talk about here is wood versus synthetic. This instrument is bomb-proof. You can keep it in a hot car. I have frozen mine in Alaska. It stayed frozen for days. Not a problem. Can be a problem with this. One of my students is out in the desert country and several of his instruments have cracked. I keep a humidifier when I'm here in Kentucky going all the time for my wood instruments, but it's just not a consideration for something like this, but you can take camping, you know, I could drop it, but I'm not going to. And, you know, putting on a plane, all that good stuff. A synthetic material is a good choice. Want to see something really cool with this instrument? It's got lights in it, and you can't do that with a wood instrument. Let's see if I can get far enough on it. One more, and it changes colors while it's going. Pretty cool. I have a discount code down in the description for this color instrument. I didn't even think this was a consideration, but you know, lately I've had students showing up with ukuleles that have what's called a low G. What do I mean? I have a low G on this instrument and I don't on this green one. No low G sounds like this. Here's a low G. I really like having a low G. I think it gives more depth to the ukulele sound, and it gives you some beautiful options like finger picking. That low G continues to ring while you're picking the other notes. Most instruments don't come with a low G, but I've been seeing it come up more often. Students will have a brand new ukulele that came with a low G. So if that's something you like, you can look for it. But you know, even with a soprano, you can put a low G on it. And so that's what I did with this instrument. Low G all the way. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and look down in the description and in the comments. I have links to the instruments that I have that are still being made, and I get a small commission if you decide to buy one of those. And I'll also have listed the instrument sellers that do the setup in the description and in the comments as well. So thanks for watching all the way to the end. I'm excited that you're going to start on a ukulele journey. I can't wait to see what you do. Let me know down in the comments what you picked. I'd love to hear from you.